All right, we're recording. Okay, so for a measurement in grade 9 math, a lot of it doesn't transfer to grade 10 math. There's like very few measurement things in grade 10 math. But the requirements for this year are that you understand what perimeter, area, volume, and surface area are. So you should know the difference between all four of those calculations. So knowing that the perimeter is like, adding up all the sides of a figure. And that area would be finding the space inside of that figure. So remember, both of these things deal with like two-dimensional shapes. And in grade 9 academic math and in applied math, we like to do not just simple shapes like trapezoids and squares, but we like to do what's called composite figures, where we like combine two or more shapes together. So we would have like, a rectangle, and then we would add a semicircle on top, maybe a triangle, and then we would find the area or perimeter of those kind of figures, just to make it a little more challenging than grade 8 math. And then these two things, volume and surface area, they both deal with three-dimensional shapes. And volume, we know, is the space inside of a three-dimensional shape. And then surface area would just be the area of each side of a three-dimensional object. Any questions so far? Sorry, I just can't see it at the same time with my recording. Okay. So, I thought we could just do a question together. Like this one. What is the area of the shaded region? Okay, so here's an example of a composite figure. We've got a trapezoid. This is a trapezoid. Or you could think of it as like two triangles and a rectangle. And then it looks like they've taken a cutout of a semicircle and they've cut that out of the shape. So we want to just try to find the area of the shaded region. So you guys can totally mute me and try this on your own if you want. But I'm going to go through it. Okay, so what do we think we would do first? You won't be, I'm recording on my iPad, so you won't be recorded on the Teams call if you answer. What do you guys think you would do first for this question? Any thoughts? If you're finding the area of this trapezoid, assuming you can see my screen. Find the area of the whole trapezoid. Let's do it. Okay, so in case you don't know the formula, remember you can go into, did I give it to you all? Yeah, in your homework, there's a form. I gave everybody a formula sheet right here. So it's under homework and measurement. Okay, so area of the shaded region. So first we're going to find the area of the trapezoid. So the area formula is A plus B times height divided by 2. So if you look at your formula sheet, it tells you that A and B are the two parallel sides. So like A would be this side, or it doesn't really matter, and then B would be the bottom. And then this would be the height. Okay, so we got to figure out how long side A is. So we know like this is 4 and this is 4. So altogether that's 8 centimeters. Okay, so that must be 8 centimeters. That was easy. And then just in case we want to know, like, how much would this be? Do we even need to know that? Maybe we don't. Let's not figure that out. Okay, so we got a plus b. So 8 plus 14. Then we have to times it by the height. So the height's from the top to the bottom. Who knows what the height would be? Oh yeah, Brian, you got the trapezoid too. Nice. Do you guys know what the height would be? Could you also do, yeah, you can do that too, Lizzie. So I'm thinking for the height, like this is 4 is the radius of the circle, right? From the center of the circle to the outside of the circle is the radius. So the height must also be 4, because from the center of the circle to any point on the outside of the circle, they would all be 4 centimeters. So the height must be 4 centimeters, because that's how radius works. So then we times that by 4. And divide it by 2, or like Lizzie said, you can times it by 1/2. Okay, anybody know what that is? Oh yeah, Lizzie, you're right for the height. So 8 plus 14 times 4 divided by 2. I got 44 centimeters squared. So that would be the area of the whole trapezoid, like this whole thing would be equal to 44 centimeters squared. But we just want to know the shaded area. We just want to know, like, what's the area of this part? So we'd have to take out the circle. So let's do the second step. Let's find the area of the semicircle. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. And then since we just have half a circle, we'll have to divide that by 2. Oh, nice, Sarah. World Edit? I've never heard of that. Okay, so let's find the area of the circle. So pi, 3.14, times the radius squared divided by 2. So 25.12 centimeters squared. So now we know the area of the semicircle, this. We know the area of the whole trapezoid. So how would we get the area of just the shaded thing? Oh, it's on Minecraft? Cool. I actually used Minecraft. I actually tried it out for the first time. seems pretty cool. I don't know what I'm doing, but. Okay, sorry, I meant to switch it back. So what do you guys get for the, or how would you figure out the area of the shaded? What should we do? Trapezoid area minus semicircle equals shaded. Nice. So let's take the area of the trapezoid, 44. Subtract it by the area of the semicircle, 25.12. And that will give us the area of the shaded. So 18.88 centimeters squared. Remember areas like centimeters, remember areas squared units? Perimeters just regular centimeters or meters. And volume is to the power of 3. Yeah, you got it, Emma. Nice. Okay, final answer. Okay, so we only did one example there. I don't know how much time we have. Not much. Oh, we can do the next one, though. It's pretty quick. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's an area question. Okay, this is an algebra question and an area question. So this one says, a rectangle is shown with the algebraic expressions for its length and width. So its length is 3x and its width is x plus 5. Which expression, oh, I took out the multiple choice part of this question, but how would you represent the area of the rectangle? How do you find the area of the rectangle? Yeah, Mimi. Sounds good. So area of the rectangle would be length times width. So how do we do that with the algebra question? Oh yeah, Sierra, or length times height. That works too. Yeah, doesn't really matter. So I guess like if we just sub those numbers in, like 3x and then x plus 5, be sure to keep the x plus 5 in brackets because like the length is the length is getting multiplied by the whole width, and the whole width is x plus 5. So you want to keep that in brackets. And then this is just a reminder of our algebraic, or our expanding and simplifying stuff in the algebra unit. So remember how we multiply everything in the brackets by 3x? If we wanted to expand this, so 3x times x would be 3x squared, and 3x times positive 5 would be positive 15x. And then we can't add those things together because they're not like terms. This one has a squared and this one doesn't. So we actually just leave it like that. So that would be the area of the rectangle. Cool, so that's like a combo measurement algebra question. Okay. And we have 3 minutes to go. And I just put one more question. This is the one, we've done this like a bunch of times, but it's so weird. It's not so weird. It's just another algebra question, really. If you hadn't noticed, they want to make sure your algebra skills are really good for grade 10 math. So here we have a cone. We know that it's 20 centimeters high. So it's 20 centimeters high. And we know the volume of the cone is 1,000 centimeters squared, or cubed, sorry. And we want to know what the radius is. So we're trying to find what the radius. So this is one of those questions where you like use the volume formula and you have to try to isolate the radius. So remember the volume formula for a cone is pi, wait, what is it? I'm having a brain block. Okay, let's just say I forget. Ah, it's like a cylinder, but you divide it by 3. Cool. Okay, so pi r squared times height divided by 3. So that's the volume of a cone. And let's sub in everything we know. So we know volume is 1,000. And we know radius, no we don't. We know the height is 20. And that's it. I guess we know this too. Okay, so 1,000 equals pi r squared times 20 divided by 3. Okay, cool. Seeing as we have 1 minute left, why don't you guys try that tonight or sometime, and we'll take it up tomorrow. And while I've still got you, don't forget to go into your homework. Everybody, even if you're like doing another plan, you're like on your own plan, still go into here. And can you just type me how you're feeling about perimeter area, volume, and surface area? I'm just curious. Surface area, we didn't do that much of. Okay. Cool. And tomorrow, I'm going to teach you something new. We're going to learn Pythagorean theorem tomorrow. Okay. Well, it's nice seeing you guys. Oh, I should